Cancer, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of September 24th through the 30th. This is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising signs. So Cancer, for this reading, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck along with the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. All right, Cancer, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Seven of Cups. All right, so the Seven of Cups for some of you can represent several options on the table. Some of you are maybe looking at those options here this week, maybe narrowing it down. But with this energy, just make sure that you're seeing things clearly and realistically. Pay attention to the details. If you're looking at several different options in front of you, Cancer, some of these options might be very good for you, others not so much. So just make sure that you're seeing things clearly. For me, this can also be a little bit of like a scattered sort of energy. The overall energy for you guys for the week is actually the Eight of Rods. So travel might be in the cards for some of you here this week. The energy itself could be shifting for some of you. For those of you that maybe have felt like the energy has been stagnant or slow moving, not much happening. For me, the Eight of Rods can always represent a shift in the energy, things beginning to happen or things happening all of a sudden. Can also represent messages coming through. So some of you, messages could be significant. Maybe you're receiving news or lots of news here this week. With that Seven of Cups here, maybe something is happening or you're hearing something and it's like adding to the options that you have in front of you, because some of you do have a lot of options in front of you. And we're starting out with the Magician. So, I see the Magician as an empowered person. You have everything you need to be successful. You have all the tools, all the resources that you need to be successful. The Magician is an incredibly empowered and creative energy. So something could be moving forward, finally happening for some of you. Now we have the Magician with Justice. And so for those of you that maybe have felt like things were unfair, justice could be coming in. So some sort of fairness or equality coming in for those of you that maybe felt like things were out of balance or not fair, because we have Justice in the Wheel of Fortune. So some sort of fairness coming in for some of you. Things balancing out if things have felt maybe a little scattered or out of balance previously, things feeling more balanced here for you this week. The Wheel of Fortune is representing change, and you have a couple of tens here in the spread. So, some of you are completing a cycle, but you're dealing with higher forces here. So this is this wheel turning, at the precise moment it's meant to turn, and the timing in which it's meant to turn. So some things happening slower for some of you, but we still have this energy present. So change is taking place no matter what, even if it's happening slowly for some of you, all of a sudden for other Cancers. But this is, divine timing and higher forces at play here, things happening that are very much meant to happen. And I do feel like some of you might have ear in your chart. We do have some ear energy here. We have a couple of queens with Justice and the Queen of Swords. There could be some Cancers that I'm reading for. Maybe you have like a Libra rising, something like that. Because for some of you, I feel like this is your energy, which the Queen of Swords for me is a very serious energy here. With the Magician, you're empowered, you're incredibly focused, mentally focused upon, this change, things happening. With Justice, you might even be signing a contract here this week. And with the two tens here, with the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Ten of Cups here, a cycle completing for some of you. There definitely could be some Cancers that you're moving house. But whatever it is that you're doing, however you resonate with these energies, with the Magician, you will be successful. You will be successful. Maybe some of you have had to be patient because we also have the Hanged Man here, which can represent that temporary wait or that limbo period. So there could be some Cancers that maybe you felt stuck, or maybe you needed this temporary wait, this waiting period. You might have needed this because we have that Seven of Cups here. We also have this Two of Rods here, because some of you need to narrow it down. You have lots of choices or options in front of you, and so this was necessary. So if you felt like something had stopped, or you were in this kind of limbo period, it's because maybe you needed to see your options realistically, or maybe you needed to look a little bit more closely at something before proceeding. So, you know, thinking about the future is necessary here this week, and making those plans necessary this week. That's what's needed. And if you do find yourself to be in like a little bit of a waiting period, I think it's meant to happen. You're in this process right now. Things are definitely moving forward. Things are happening. You're manifesting. But maybe there's a need to look at your options, or to maybe even take a step back and see things from like a different perspective for some of you. And also your family, a relationship or your family could be significant. So maybe even looking at things from like their point of view. In particular, we have another Queen here. So we have the Queen of Rods along with this Queen of Swords. So maybe a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo person is significant. One of these characters could be communicating with you with this Eight of Rods. This could be a person that you're hearing from here this week. There could be some Cancers that maybe you have like a legal matter that's ongoing. You might be hearing something about that here this week. The Queen of Swords can be your attorney. But I feel like this is, you know, this is a process that you're in right now, Cancer. You're in the process of manifesting something new, starting a new beginning. I think some of you have had to be patient with this. Maybe you even felt like you were in limbo, or feeling a little stuck. But I think that temporary period was necessary because you needed time to look at those options, or to see all of the choices or options that are in front of you. But let's pull you an additional guidance card, Cancer. What else does Cancer need to know? Please show me. If you thought something wasn't right, or fear, I definitely feel like there's some fearness coming in for some of you. But let's see, what else does Cancer need to know? Additional guidance for Cancer. Cancer, what else does Cancer need to know? All right. Blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. So, I mean, this resonates very much, Cancer. Very much. So, you know, needing to be patient, needing to look at those options, Two of Rods, needing to make those plans. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. All right, Cancer, so beautiful energies to work with. I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a great week.